Hey guys, I'm Coach Z. Welcome back to School Cheer Reactions, where I take your routines and break them down from a judges and choreography perspective. Today we're going to be reviewing Hilton High School out of New York. Let's go! Wow. Alright, they're starting all close together. Starting with a cheer. Oh wow, okay. Alright, so I'm going to pause it right there. They start with a super impactful cheer. They run to the crowd, they're getting everybody engaged, so if you weren't watching, you're definitely watching now. Really cool that they have these tumblers coming forward as well. Not everybody's running, but these tumblers are also coming forward. The one girl in the middle, she does a cartwheel full, which is super impressive. My one suggestion would be, if you have tumbling somewhere else in the routine, take out the two girls on the sides. I think they do cartwheel tucks, and the last thing you want is for a judge to maybe watch them and miss out on the cartwheel full, because that could really increase your tumbling score. So just a quick note. Nice. The timing on the low to high was really nice. They're very loud. Wow, the whole crowd's just already dealing with them. Nice. Woo. Their timing and their tumbling was really nice, and their technique was really nice as well. Alright, so their cheer just ended, and I really like their play on words with this, oh yeah, we're Hilton. It's really cool, and you can definitely tell that the crowd got involved because you could hear the crowd over them yelling, which is super exciting. I'm sure that they were loving that too. Some standing tucks. Synchronization is right on time. Nice, okay. All right, I'm gonna pause it right there. So they did some standing tumbling, and I like that the formation that they ended the cheer in was a formation that started the tumbling. There was no movement or anything, so you get your points right off the bat. So I love that. The standing tumbling went to the side. I always love side tumbling like that. One thing that I will tell you from a judge's perspective is, if you do tumbling to the side, sometimes you can hide if you have people that don't have great technique. Now, this particular team has great technique, and the standing tucks were super synchronized and they all stood up together, but maybe you have one or two girls that are still working on, really, getting their back handsprings with their feet together or landing their standing tucks with their feet together. If you turn them to the side, sometimes you can hide that stuff. So, oh, and then the baskets. So they do a ripple basket. So the two girls on the outsides go first, and then the girl in the middle goes second. I really like that. Just keep in mind that the girl that goes second, or whatever the judges are gonna see last, that's the one that should be your best person in the air with the best technique, squeezing their arms and all of that, because that is gonna be the last thing they remember from that particular sequence before they write down a score. Like some running tumbling. Back handspring tucks. Nice. Oh, I love that. The timing was so good. Wow. Okay, so it looks like they're going into a stunt sequence or something like that. The one thing I want to say about this is the running tumbling going towards the back of the mat was super spot on. The timing was right on, and whenever you have something like a round off back handspring tuck, timing can be really difficult. So that is very impressive. The only comment I have on this is from the time that they landed their tucks to the time that they're starting the sequence may have been and 2 8 counts or so, where there's not a lot going on. So you don't want the judges to have any time to critique anything or write, that the transitions are too slow or anything like that. So that's where you could put in maybe like a show and go, or if you have an extra person that isn't maybe in the stunt sequence, that person can tumble just to eat up some of that time. Oh, okay. All right, I'm gonna pause it right there. So they go to the inversions and they go up to half, so I love that. Remember last year they made it legal to go to inversions all the way to the extended position? It looks like this routine was from a couple years ago, so that inversion to the half is the most that they could do, and I really like that transition. They also do this cool kind of jump in, unique creative transition to get to the inversion. We see a lot of inversions that kind of start from the ground and just pop back up. So if you have a unique way to get in, you're always gonna grab somebody's attention. And I really like the stunt sequence after this. They go to that half lib and then they pull that stretch and then they tick up. Super nice. Oh my God. switch ups to heel stretch. Scale. All right, so they did those scales, and then they did a dismount like a Superman, but it was a half twist to their stomach. The one thing I will tell you about that half twist to the stomach, or Supermans in general, is make sure that there's always one person that is holding on. That is something that I've seen lots of different teams get deducted for, because if at any time the flyer doesn't have contact with somebody, that then becomes illegal, because you can't land on your stomach without having somebody hold on. So just make sure that you're really secure. You make it super, super obvious to the judges so that you don't get any deduction that wasn't, warranted. All right, so it looks like they're going into maybe like a cross tumbling or running tumbling sequence, but I love that they did their jumps, which were super well executed. And then the girls in the back of the jumps went right into sharp motions while everybody in the front kind of transitioned to their running tumbling. So I'm watching, you see them doing their sharp motions, and then all of a sudden the next part comes. It makes the transition so fluid, so I really enjoy that. I love that the girls are still dancing like that. Full. All right, so they're getting together. It looks like they're going up for another stunt sequence. I'm not really sure, but I really like the ripple fulls because you are watching them, right? So they're crossing like in front of the mat to the right. So they're full. You're watching them. What you don't see, right, because you're watching these fulls, is that the rest of the girls are getting ready for this next sequence. So when they land their last full, it's almost like they're already ready to go, which makes it so that there's not a kind of awkward pause in the routine. So very cool. Oh, it's actually a pyramid. Nice. Ooh, version right to the top. Okay. Oh. All right, let me stop it really quick. So I really love that they're going into their pyramid section and they go right up, they fly up into a Superman, they land, and then they go to this inversion and pop up to the top. That was really cool. The one thing with this is they have a stunt group in the middle that does a basket. They do like a ball X out basket, which is really well executed, but down the front you see a tumbler pass. So as a judge, now I have to decide whether or not I'm gonna watch the pyramid and basket section or am I gonna watch the tumbler. So something to keep in mind, if you don't want to have the judges pick one, then just have them go a little bit off timing so you can see the basket and then you can see the tumbler land. So really cool so far. Wow, 1.5 ups. Nice. Okay. Oh, their coaches are excited. Super sharp motions. Oh, I like that they have 3 little pockets doing different things. Nice. Oh, they're so excited. All right, super cool ending. So the pyramid goes up and then they do those 1.5 ups and they hit so solid, nothing even moves. The one thing I will say for the pyramid section as a whole is that I would have loved to see them come together into like a pyramid of 5 or have some other transition because they are pretty stationary, but really they're doing some very difficult skills and it still looks really great. The dance comes, super sharp motions. I like that they had a time where it was like 3 different groups doing different motions and then they all came together at the end to be super impactful. I'm not gonna lie, I was a little distracted by the moms or coaches or whoever's here in the front jumping up and down. It seemed that they were really excited. And then I love how at the end the girls all come together, they're excited, some of them are hugging. It's a really cool moment to be a part of. So this was a really awesome routine. I really enjoyed watching it. I haven't seen a team from Section 5 cheerleading. I'm not actually sure what that is. So this was really cool to see something a little bit different that has a little bit of pizzazz in it. I'm excited to see other videos out of Hilton. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. And a special shout out to the Hilton High School cheer coaches for submitting their video. If you want a reaction video, make sure to DM me at High School Cheer Rules on Instagram. See you next week. Thanks.